Brought to you by CHM, a biblically based alternative to health insurance. Learn more at chministries.org/budget.
Man, I'm not even quite sure where to begin, but I seem to have a ginormous problem handling my finances. I am 27 years old with a wife and 2 kids, and I have one on the way in July. And I'm just kind of like up to my throat in stress on trying to figure out what I got to do to stay the course in trying to be debt-free. I've been a part of the show for about 6 months now. I even bought Dave Ramsey's The Total Money Makeover, and everything was going well. I had baby steps 1, working into 2. I had everything listed from smallest to largest, paying the smallest stuff off. And then right around the holidays, I kind of just fell off a cliff, started buying things I didn't need. And just recently, I got into a $2,100 purchase of headphones.
What?
And
what do you mean you got into it?
It did not take very much convincing, to be truthfully honest.
Okay.
I love music and stuff like that, so it didn't take much convincing for me to buy them.
Okay.
I was leading emotionally rather than thinking rationally, and that's when I kind of realized I've got a problem, and I cannot, I can't get out of it.
Okay.
So let me ask a quick question, Eli, on this, because I love how vulnerable you're being, and I think you've nailed it. I think you've diagnosed what's going on, that you can't do this on your own. And so we're going to walk with you on this call. But before we dive in deeper, I'm just curious if you'd be willing to share from your gut, what do you think is the emotion that's driving all these impulse purchases for you? What do you think it is? How would you describe it?
I believe desire was probably the best thing I can come up with. Just the sheer desire of wanting to get, anything that I've always wanted, stuff that I didn't get when I was growing up.
Stop. There it is. So now we're going to go deeper for a second. Okay. You said desire, but it's actually something else. What do you think it is based on the fact that you didn't have it when you were a kid and now you want it? What is the deeper emotion? It's deeper than desire. What's driving the desire to get stuff? What do you think?
I don't know.
Yeah, you do. You
honest.
just took us there. Go back to your childhood. What was your childhood like?
Childhood came from a family of divorced parents, thrusted very quickly into a different setting with my stepfather, and just money was always tight growing up. Just not having enough money.
Didn't have much, did you?
No. Very strict upbringing, and nothing wrong with that, of course. It wasn't until I went to Austin for culinary arts for college that I realized that I was free and I can make any and all decisions, and I've kind of been carrying that philosophy for the better part of the last 10 years.
But can I tell you something, Eli? You're free philosophically, you're not free emotionally. You're still that little boy who was afraid he was never going to get anything nice like all of his other friends. And so now you're an adult and you're afraid if you don't buy these things that you are that little boy who didn't have anything. And I'm telling you, there's something there. Now, I don't want to make the whole call about this, Jade, but I just felt like when somebody presents as, I can't do anything about this, I think that's right. By the way, if you have ever had a friend who's an alcoholic, or if you go through the 12 steps, or you're familiar with the 12 steps, the key to transformation is to get to a point where you say, I can't do this on my own. I need help. And he presented that way, and I think that's great. But I also wanted him to see when there's an impulse, the impulse is just the reaction, and you've got to dig deep and go, what is the underlying issue that is making it so easy for him to be talked into $2,100 headphones when he's broke?
Absolutely.
And that's real. Right. And Eli, I'm not saying that to put shame on you. I'm actually hoping to help you see something, because I think you can recover from this, but not until you deal with the emotion that is driving the impulse.
I agree with Ken. I agree with Ken 100%. Matter of fact, if I were you, I'd probably jump into some counseling and get to the bottom of that, just because Ken is so right. What we've experienced in our past 100% informs how we view money, how we spend our money, what we think we're entitled to with our money, what makes us feel uncomfortable with our money. All of that is driven by what our relationships have been with money, whether it's from childhood, with our ex-wife, our ex-spouse, whatever it was, right? That all plays into it. The cute answer that I would give you for this moment, because I wish I were more of a therapist in that area, but I'm not. But the cute answer is you've got to get to the point where you're not sacrificing what you want most for what you want right now. Because what you want right now is the headphones. What I want right now is new Jordans. What I want, right? There's this thing that we were like, I want this now. But what you want most is what you started out on this journey, which is to find financial peace for your family, right? And so it's in those moments that you've got to kind of tie back to, okay, why did I start this journey? What is it that I'm truly trying to accomplish? And if I can just keep on the straight and narrow, there will come a time where you can buy the headphones, or you can buy some of the things that you want to do. So that's the cute answer. The truth is you're really struggling to do that right now in this moment.
Yeah, but I thought you set him up beautifully. Eli, Jade just nailed this. I mean, you have to replace the $2,100 headphones with what do you want your life to look like 20 years from now? She's spot on. What do you want for your kids? And so all of a sudden you start to go, ooh, I want that, and I really want that. It's the trade-off. So how much debt do you have?
Me personally, I have about $24,000 in total debt, about $2,500 in credit cards, $7,000 is in purchase finances, $4,000 to $5,000 in student loan, and then the rest is personal loans.
So where did the $2,100 headphones go? Did they go on a credit card?
They went through a firm.
A firm?
Oh,
yes,
that's like buy now, pay later.
It's one of those buy now, pay later. Yes, correct. Like Klarna and stuff.
Can
like
you
that.
sell those?
Probably more than likely so.
That ain't my world.
I mean, you can sell anything. You can sell anything.
Yeah,
I should have said, can you sell those and get a good chunk or do they devalue quickly?
You could if they're in good shape, I'm sure you could sell them. You can sell them on Marketplace or put them somewhere.
I'd start there.
Yeah,
I'd get rid of selling all the stuff you've bought that you can still sell.
Okay, I got you. I do believe I'd go back. I do believe I have a 30-day warranty of some sort where I can exchange them or return them for a refund. But I'd have to double check on that just to make sure that is accurate.
And let me hit you with something else, Eli. I've heard Dr. John Deloney say this, and it's so true. Your stuff talks to you. Your stuff, it does. It talks to you. And I bet you when you walk by it, because you've said what it is that you truly want, let your stuff talk to you and it talk you out of doing this again. Because I bet when you walk by those headphones, they're like, you said you were going to make things right with your family, right? When you walk by those purchases, they're telling you everything that you said you were going to do. So by you getting rid of them, selling them off, and let it be a reminder of what you said you wanted to do, and start surrounding yourself with things that are telling you the right thing.
CHM isn't health insurance. It's a health cost-sharing ministry. Check it out for yourself at chministries.org/budget.